right. Good morning. Welcome to Friday Flow. We'll start seated for just a moment. So you can sit on your yoga block or sit on your yoga mat or on your foam roller. Do whatever is comfortable for you guys. I'm actually going to switch so I don't roll off. Friday Flow. So this is a 50-minute class, 5-0, so just under an hour. So if you have to leave early, just type in the chat box, let me know. And happy Friday morning. All right, so let's find a nice, comfortable seated position. If you do have any injuries like shoulders or wrists, we are going to be doing some planks as usual, just for some of our sun salutations. So keep in mind that you can always lower it down onto your forearms anytime we're in a downward facing dog, or lower it down to your knees if you need some support for your hips or your back. So I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, let's go ahead and close our eyes. Find a comfortable seated position here. We're just going to get our minds right for our practice this morning. Pushing out any anxiety, any stress, anything negative from the week. We're going to push that off to the side and fill ourselves up with positive energy. So go ahead and place your right hand on your chest, left hand on your belly. Eyes still closed here if you'd like. And we are just going to focus in on our breathing, how our body moves as we breathe, and challenge ourselves to take very deep breaths in and out. So as you inhale, first time, just start to feel your chest, your belly rise. And then exhale. Feel your body sink into the mat below you. And just practice this a couple of times. Just noticing your body lifting up higher as you inhale and as you exhale, sinking and grounding yourself into the floor. Maybe thinking about something you'd like to dedicate your morning workout practice to today, something that you'd want to focus on. Maybe just using this time for yourself. So we'll take one more breath like that, and then we're going to switch this up just a little bit. So on your next breath, I'd like you to count to 5 in your head. So big inhale through the nose, count to 5. And then exhale out, count to 5. So let's try that 2 more times. So really deep inhale through the nose. Count to 5, fill up the lungs completely. And then exhale out, counting to 5. So nice and slow. You're gonna do it one more time. Very slow, deep breath in, very slow, deep breath out. Practicing some breathing here, making our lungs more efficient so that we stay healthy during this time. You can go ahead and open your eyes and just kind of shake it out, move your body around. Start to wake yourself up. We're gonna go ahead and actually come up to a standing position. So let's come off our block, come off our mat, nice and slow. Move your things to the side if you have anything next to you. And let's go ahead and just slowly make our way up to standing, however you'd like. Just shake it out here. Make sure I'm in the center here for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring those feet nice and wide. You're gonna take a nice big inhale, bending those knees, reach your arms all the way up. And then exhale it down. And let's do that again. Big deep breath, inhale. Maybe you take your head back here. Exhale, let it go. We're just gonna cycle through this a couple of times. Stretching out the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale. We'll do 2 more times. So big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. You're gonna do it one more time. Breath in. Then exhale. On our exhale, we're gonna stay right here. So what you're gonna do is squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Maybe your arms just go right here. Maybe you can interlace your fingers together. So from the side. You guys can stay facing that way. I'll just show you from the side. We're gonna pull those shoulder blades together. We're gonna push our hips forward just a little bit, and maybe it feels comfortable for you to take your head back. And maybe not, you can just stay right here. Either way, you are squeezing and pulling those shoulder blades back. So hold this for a couple of breaths. We're gonna take this into a forward fold in just a moment. So keep squeezing, keep breathing, and then slowly come back to the center. So keeping your arms back, we're gonna slowly fold forward. You can bring your feet a little bit wider here. We're gonna slowly just fold it forward. Feel free to bend your knees here. If those hamstrings are tight this morning. And then if you'd like to take those arms overhead as well to continue that stretch. And if that doesn't feel good, you can just release your arms and hands to the floor. So head is down, arms are back. Let's take just one more breath here. We'll come back to it in just a moment. Push back into your heels. Bend your knees slowly. Make sure your core is working here. And slowly pull yourself up. And then slowly come back to top and just release. And what I mean by core working is tucking those hips under and starting to wake up those ab muscles. So what I want you to do is, if you need to, grab a pillow or a block. We're gonna fold forward again. But sometimes it's hard, at least for me, with my tight hamstrings. They can't always touch the floor. So if you know that that's an issue for you, you bring the floor to meet you where you were at this morning. Okay, so let's try that again. But this time, arms out. Okay, so we're gonna really wake up those hamstrings here. I actually call this a good morning stretch and exercise. So we're gonna shift those hips back, keeping your back super flat here. Let's take an inhale, and then as we exhale, we just let it all fold forward. Relax your head here, and we're just gonna hang out here in this wide-legged stance, stretch it out for a couple of breaths. Maybe later on in our class, you'll be able to reach the floor, but since we're just starting, there's no need to strain and push ourselves down. We just use a block or a pillow to meet us where we're at. So relax the head here. You want your head to be really heavy, your upper body to be really heavy. Good deep breaths. Okay, so now we're gonna bend our right knee and sort of come into a side lunge. You can move that block or pillow over with you if you'd like. So just that right knee. So we're gonna inhale up, we're gonna stay low, and exhale, bend it back. Let's do it 2 more times. So inhale and exhale, 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. So you're gonna feel that inner thigh stretch of your left leg. Down to the floor, hold it right there. I'll just show you from the side. We're bending that right knee and we're sitting those hips back, okay? Your stance can be as wide as you want. The wider it is, the more challenging it is. So just keep that in mind. Then we're just gonna walk our hands back over to the center. So now I can actually get to the floor, getting a little bit more stretched out. And we're gonna go to the other side. So this time you're bending that left knee, you're sitting your hips back. So we inhale, come up, and then exhale. Come down 2 more times, just to create a little more movement. And then 1 more time. This time we hold it. So hold it there. From the side, that knee is bent, your hips are back, okay? Hold it for a few breaths. Feel free to relax your head down. Good. We'll try 1 more breath here. And then let's slowly come back up to the center. You're going to bring those feet together to sort of heel toe your feet closer to one another. We're gonna come into a forward fold. Those knees are bent. I'm just gonna show you from the side. Once you crisscross your arms, reach for your elbows and pull yourself down a little bit closer to the floor. So forward fold, we're bending forward. You're trying to get as close to the floor as you can. Maybe shake side to side like a rag doll. And then slowly roll yourself up, your head coming up last. Push your feet and heels into the floor, stacking your vertebrae very, very slowly. Come up to the top. Okay, so we're gonna stay here and get our heart rate up just a little bit. I'll show from the side and from the front. So inhale, we're gonna reach those arms up. That's what we usually do in our sun salutations. Exhale, we just float it down. And then inhale, we bring it back up. This is all we're doing. Bring it back a little bit there if you'd like, and then exhale, fold forward. So just moving through this nice and slow. Maybe taking a couple breaths down here, and then you come back up. Inhale, maybe you lean back, and exhale. So continue to cycle through this nice and slow, so we don't get dizzy, going up and down, right? You can hang out here for a few breaths, and then inhale, reach up, big deep breath at the top. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Exhale, float it down. So let's do that about 2 more times, just really feeling that heat and energy start to build in the body. We're gonna do it 1 more time. Inhale, and exhale, float it down, come back to the top. And once we're here at the top, let's bring those palms together. And then we'll bring them down the heart center. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is also a little bit different. I'm gonna stay facing forward. What we're gonna do is step back into a lunge and stretch out our hips. So a lot of balance here. So you wanna make sure you're pulling your abs in towards your spine. You can stay facing me or go to the side. We're gonna start with that right leg. So big step back, or maybe a small step, right? We're gonna reach those arms up as we inhale. We're gonna stay on this side, and as we exhale, you're gonna lower it down just about halfway and make cactus or goalpost arms. So let's try that again. Inhale up, and then exhale, pull. Okay, so we're staying on this lunge. Inhale, we go up a little higher. Exhale, we pull and get a little bit lower. So warming up those legs. Inhale, enter back. Exhale. Keep moving a couple more times. I'll just show you from the side. Let's try 4 more of those. Inhale, exhale. See how I get a little bit lower and bend into that back knee. Inhale, exhale. I want you to really squeeze those shoulder blades together. 2 more. Exhale, tuck your hips under, engage that core. 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. Hold it right here. Perfect. Now, just the arms. Inhale, they come in. Try to get your elbows to touch. Exhale, pull them back together. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale in. Exhale, we're warming everything up. You should feel your legs right about now. Inhale. And exhale. Let's try this 1 more. Inhale. Squeeze, exhale. Perfect. Release the arms, step your right foot back in. Roll it up and just shake it out. Okay, we'll do the other side. So that left leg, you can do a small, medium, or big step back. Your choice. We reach up. Inhale. Exhale, we lower. Bend your back leg and bend those elbows. Cactus or goal pose. Inhale. Exhale. 90-degree bend in those elbows. Shoulders down. Inhale up. Exhale. So hips are tucked under. We're engaging that core. Inhale. And exhale. So the legs warm up. Inhale. And exhale. Keep moving to do it 4 more times from the side here. Inhale. And you can get nice and low. Exhale up. Maybe you reach your knee to the floor. Exhale up. Let's try 2 more, guys. Let's see it. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. 1 last time. And we're going to hold on to this last one. Hold it right here. Okay, so just the arms. We go in, like we're closing the door, and we're opening. Exhale. Just 3 more, nice and slow. Can you keep your elbow at shoulder height? Make sure it's not dropping. Inhale. Exhale. Can you imagine you're squeezing a pencil in between your shoulder blades? 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Big squeeze. Release the arms. Bring yourself back up. And then roll it out. Good. Nice job. So let's continue our movement and energy. You're going to come to the top of your mat. So whatever space or wherever that is for you on your mat. Inhale, we're going to reach up. Exhale, we're going to float it down. Inhale, we're gonna lift up for a flat back, sort of a halfway lift. You're driving your hips back. You're pulling those shoulder blades together like we just did. Your back is super flat here. And then exhale, we're gonna come down. So we're gonna step our left foot back and actually come down to our knee first. So you can always feel free to roll your mat under. That's usually what I do here. We're only gonna stay there for a few breaths though. So untop your toe, lift yourself up, use your core to balance. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, we're just gonna hold. Just working into those hips a little bit more. So we will come back to this later, but do a little more advanced version of it if you'd like. And then inhale, take those arms down. If you want to add this part, just like the warm up, we squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then maybe for the extra challenge, you take your head back. Just be careful of your balance. Remember that it all starts from the center. So imagine you're wearing a tight belt around your waist. Tuck those hips under, and one more breath. Inhale, reach those arms back up. Exhale, hands come down. Let's retuck that back toe, and we're gonna step back into downward facing dog. Step them back. So we're gonna take your time there. Move this slowly or as fast as you'd like. Down dog. So let's pedal those heels out. Option, you can do this down dog on your knees. You can also do it on your forearms. For anyone that's having wrist or shoulder issues today or injury. Okay, keep your down dog. I'm just gonna come up and check you guys out. So while you're here, I want you to think about really pressing your chest towards your thighs. You're making an upside down V with your body. So you really wanna hike those hips up. Get a big, big stretch here. Pedal those heels. Maybe you make circles with your hips. You can sort of do whatever you'd like here because we're stretching out. Oh, we got Ellen on here. Welcome. I'm just scrolling through. Oh, lots of people. Welcome. You guys are like, she's crazy. Okay. We already know this. All right. Lift up here. One more breath. Inhale. Let's find that plank. Remember, I talked about planks earlier, but we are going to do these as part of this sequence here. So your options, you could do supported, knees on the floor. You could lower to your forearms. So find a plank that is comfortable in terms of support, but still challenging for you. We're gonna hang out here for a couple more breaths, okay? So be sure to tuck your hips under. Let's make sure our neck is long. We're looking in front of our mat. Keep holding, and we're not looking straight down. We wanna look in front. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath, you guys got this. And then exhale, those knees come down, our chest comes down. All the way down. Your arms should be glued to your side. Flatten your toes. Inhale, lift up. Baby cobra. Exhale. We retuck our toes. We come up and back to downward facing dog. Hold that there. And at any time, you can find a nice child's pose. Okay? I'll show you ways to make this a little more challenging as well. We got a lot of people on here. And inhale, let's bend those knees. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up. Good deep breath. Palms come together. Exhale. So let's do the same sequence on the other side. So you're gonna stay there. We did our right leg. Now we're gonna do our left. I'm just gonna switch so you can see me open up towards you. You can stay right where you're at. Inhale up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway lift. All right, hips go back. We pull our abs in. And exhale, we lower. So we step our left leg back. We lower to our left knee. Be mindful of that joint, so grabbing a pillow or folding your mat. We'll just be here for a few breaths. Lift your chest, pull your abs in, inhale up, exhale, hold. So hold this right here. This is our low crescent lunge. We're really stretching out that left hip flexor today. Want to make sure that we're tucking your hips under, engaging our glute a little bit, so we don't dump everything into our low back, right? And inhale, take those arms down. If you want this extra challenge, you can continue to open up your shoulders. Interlace your fingers, squeeze them together, maybe take your head back. Extra challenge there, especially for our balance. Make sure to stitch that ribcage together, keep the core working. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, hands come down. So just there for a few breaths. Retuck your back toe, step back to down dog, or maybe a child's pose, whatever you'd like. Stay here for a few breaths. Hold that there. I'm going to demonstrate the more challenging version of lowering yourself to the floor, and we'll do it without our knees touching the floor. It is hard on the back, so just be aware if you haven't done it before. Follow if you'd like that extra challenge. Inhale, we come forward to that plank. Exhale, our body stays stick straight like a chopstick. Okay? We lower, we hover right here, and then inhale, we move forward and up into an upward facing dog. And then exhale, retuck those toes. Up and back. Hold your down dog. So big challenge there. Gotta really use that core. So just that option. Listen to your body, right? It's your workout. I'm just here to tell you to go a little bit harder, right? That's my job. I know you can. Bend your knees, inhale, exhale, walk those feet. You should be feeling nice and warm. Reach those arms up, inhale. Our palms come together, and exhale, we lower. Okay, so we're gonna add on a couple more layers. Move the right side. We're also gonna work on some balance a little bit later in class, okay? So inhale, let's reach up. We're about to that right side. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, lower. So let's set that right leg back. We're gonna find a warrior two right away. Big, big step back. We've opened up our hips. We cartwheel those arms, right and then left. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Find your stance here. So it might take a couple of breaths. Remember, we're rotating out through that right hip. Right leg is straight back. Look down at your front knee. Make sure it's over your toe. And where are those shoulders? Not up by our ears. They're down and relaxed. Right? We're tucking our hips under. Hold that there. Keep your gaze over your middle finger of that left arm. And then inhale, straighten that leg. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, lower. It's gonna have a little movement. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, find your lowest point. Hold it right there. Find your lowest point. Remember, you can make your stance a little bit shorter, less challenging. Wider is gonna be more challenging. Hold that. Can you get an inch lower as you exhale? Yes. One more breath. You guys look really good. Let's flip the palm, our front arm, inhale. Exhale, let's take it back. Let's reverse that warrior. Remember to press all the way back into those pinky toes of your back foot. Every muscle is working. And then inhale, let's come back to that warrior two. Exhale, we're gonna straighten this front leg. We're gonna come into a wide triangle, okay? So our feet are in a nice big wide stance. Arms are out. As you inhale, reach forward. Keep your legs straight as you can. Exhale, we're gonna start to take that hand down to our knee. And you're gonna open up through your chest and your torso. You're gonna take that hand, stack it right on top of your shoulder. And with every exhale, you lower down just a little bit. So hold your triangle. You're making a nice big triangle with your legs, but you're also adding that twist in the torso. So options here, maybe you take your hand to your hip. I know that on the other side, I probably won't be able to extend my arm because of my shoulder, so just do what you can. Continue to hold that. I want you to imagine you're falling back into a wall behind you. Take a couple breaths. Remember that we don't get into the poses immediately. It takes some time. And if you fall out of it, you just get right back into it, right? Can you turn your head and take your gaze up at your hand? Keep breathing. Whew, feel the sweat. One more breath, guys, you got this. Use your obliques, use your core to pull yourself up. Push into your back foot, slowly pull yourself up. Inhale, good, nice and slow. And then exhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. I'm gonna use my block because of my hips. So we're in this low lunge. Your hands are on the floor, Or maybe you're bringing the floor to meet you, like me. We're gonna hold this little lunge. So remember before we had that knee down, we're gonna keep that knee extended and stay right here. Just for a couple more breaths. When we come back to this, we'll add on a third layer. So just keep your hips nice and low. One more breath. Straighten that back leg, you got it. Now let's sit back, downward facing dog. Down dog. And then inhale, come forward to your high plank. Remember all your options here. Exhale, lower knees and chest, or that full version. Elbows are straight back. Untuck your toes, inhale left. Exhale lower, tuck your toes back. Up and back, down dog, hold that there. So you can even add in an extra little push-up, or maybe do a single leg for even more challenging, or less challenging, you find a nice child's pose. And maybe take a breather. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hot. I'm getting nice and warm. Take one more breath here. Bend your knees, inhale, exhale. Maybe you're ready to jump to the top of your mat, or maybe you slowly step with me. Forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up. Big deep breath, palms come together, and exhale. Okay, other side, you guys are looking great. So we do the left side, same sequence, and then we'll go through it one more time, adding on another layer. Inhale up, exhale, float it down. Make sure to breathe. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, lower, step that left foot back this time. Remember, it's a warrior two, so it's a really big step back. Open up through that left hip, cartwheel those arms, left, right. Find that stance, reposition, and hold. So those hips are tucked under. Take a look at your knee. Make sure it's right on top of that knee and not going in or out. Arms are strong. So your torso should be stacked right on top of your body. Sometimes we tend to move forward a little bit with it. So use that back arm to pull yourself back. So you want to stay right in the center. Add some movement. Inhale, straighten that leg. Arms come up. Exhale, lower. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And this time you really ground yourself. Exhale. Find that lowest point. Look over that right middle finger. Pull that arm back. Press into that pinky toe of your back foot. So all these muscles are working. Hold that. Let me just take a look real quick. Remember, warrior poses, your arms are really strong. There should be some resistance there. Nice, Chuck, you look good. Joanne's working. One more breath. And then inhale, let's flip that palm. Exhale, let's take it back. So this is our peaceful warrior. We're getting a big side stretch throughout the body. Maybe you take your gaze up at your hand. Hold that there. Can you reach a little bit further back? And last breath. Inhale, we come back to this warrior two. Guess what? Triangle pose here. So let's go ahead, exhale, release. You're now going to straighten this front leg. So a nice triangle with your legs. But remember that we also twist with our triangle pose. So inhale forward. Okay, your hips go back to the left. And then exhale, you lower. So you can start by placing your hand on your knee. Sort of use it as a guiding point. You can slightly push into your knee to start that rotation in your torso and your shoulders. So you can start right there. And then with every exhale, maybe you lower your hand a little bit more to the ground. You can bend that front knee slightly. Now take that hand on top of your shoulder. Take your gaze up at your left hand. Can you imagine falling back into that wall behind you without actually falling? Hold that right there. Hold it. Remember, listen to your body. Maybe you lift up a little bit. Maybe you go down a little bit lower. Nice. Good, Mindy. Good, Martha. Keep that gaze at your hand. Challenge your balance this morning. Can you go a little bit lower? Can you take your hand away from your leg and use your core? One more breath. Keep your hand away from your leg. And then inhale, push into that back foot. Pull yourself up slow. Nice. Exhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. we find this lunge. Okay, hold up there. Use my block because of my hips. Hold this right here. So we're trying to straighten that back leg as much as we can and just keep our hips low. Just working into those hips. One more breath, stay low. And now exhale, step right back to the down dog. Or maybe child's pose, down dog. Hold that right there. Okay, you're gonna go into your plank. So inhale, come forward. Maybe it's single leg if you want the even extra challenge. Exhale, lower knees and chest or full version. Tuck those hips under. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, retuck. Down and back. Down dog. I'm just taking a little breather on your knees here. Listen to your body. One more breath. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk or jump to the top. Inhale, reach those arms up. Take a deep breath. Palms come together. And exhale. Okay, we're gonna add on one more layer. You guys are doing great. We're gonna go back to that right side. So inhale, reach up. Let's keep that momentum going. Feel free to take a break if you need to. Exhale, lower. Maybe grab some water. And then inhale, flat back. And then exhale, down. Let's step back into warrior two, right leg. Big step. We're just gonna move through a little bit faster. Right arm, left arm. We get right into this warrior two right away. Hold this here. Big deep breath. Okay, so here's the challenge. We did this last week as well. From here, we're gonna go right into a high lunge. This back arm is going to lower down. You're gonna rotate your back heel off the floor. Now we're gonna reach those arms up. We're facing front, and we're in this high lunge. See how we did that? Hold right here. So extra challenge, we're now gonna twist over that left shoulder. So stay where you're at. I'll show you from the front. Arms are up, okay? We're gonna twist to our left. You're gonna take those arms down and behind you. Okay, so maybe your hand just comes to your hip. We're twisting over our left shoulder. So hold that right there. This is the really challenging part. Hold that twist. If your arms can't extend, you can just keep them to your hips. And maybe just that front arm extends, but you're still twisting with your shoulder and your elbow. One more breath. Come back to the top. Inhale, excellent. Exhale, let's lean forward. We've got a balance right here. So we're gonna take our palms together and keep them at our chest. You're going to balance on your left leg and start to kick your right leg up. So start low right here. So once you have a nice flat back, hold this while you're doing it. That's why I want your palms together. So we're not gonna reach your arms to the floor because that will just encourage your shoulders to fall forward. Palms to your heart. Lift your leg. And maybe you can lower, come to about 90 degrees here with your chest and with your leg. You can come out of it, take a stretch, and then come back into it. So let's try it a couple more times. Balancing on that left foot. You're taking that back leg up. Try to get that back leg a little bit straighter. Maybe you hold onto a wall for balance. I have my bookshelf here. Hold it. Maybe you want to extend your arms in front of you. Can you point that toe and lift up a little bit higher? One more breath. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then slowly bring that foot back to the other. Bend your knees. Woo. Bicycle it out. Great job, guys. So the reason I didn't want us reaching for the floor or say reaching for a block is that this happens right here. You guys see what I'm doing? Okay, so I'm really just sort of stretching out my back. So that's why the prayer pulls your shoulders back and gets you into this balance. Whether you're here, whether you're here, whether you're here, okay? So let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's come down to the floor first. Inhale, exhale, go through the floor sequence, step back, down dog, or maybe just a child's pose. Drink water. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, we lower. All the way down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, retuck. And then when you're ready, inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk to the top. Come to that forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up. Palms come together. And exhale, lower. So I used to teach with having a block and reaching for it, but I found that that really was sort of not helpful and more detrimental because you want to have a nice flat back, right, as you balance. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale, lower, reach up for flat back, and exhale. So left leg, big step back, warrior two, left arm, right arm. Remember, we go through it a little bit faster. We find this warrior two. We'll come into our high lunge in just a moment. So as we inhale, this back arm sweeps down. Our back heel comes off the floor. Keep that core nice and tight, nice smooth flowing movement, awesome. Exhale, hold. I want to try and get that back leg nice and straight. My hip is really tight on the side, so I bend my knee a little bit, but if you can straighten it out, go for it. Okay, here comes that twist over the opposite shoulder. So inhale, we twist over our right shoulder. Our arms come down, just like a triangle, but we twist. Maybe that back arm bends, and your hand just comes to your waist, like I'm doing, or maybe both arms are out. Biggest twist, like you're bringing out a towel. I know this one's tricky. Twist. So whatever leg is in front, you're twisting to that side. One more breath. Inhale, come back up. Excellent. Exhale, we reach forward. Now we come to the balance on our right leg. Hands to prayer, right at our chest. Push off that back foot and lift your leg. So start right here. Even if you know you can go into full warrior three, start right here with your leg low. Okay? Tuck your hips, pull your shoulder blades together, then start to lower. But only if you can keep your back flat. So continue to do this. I'm gonna come and check on you guys. Yeah, Shannon's got it, nice. Good, Betsy, keep that leg up. Maybe you point your toe, add a little extra length. Good, Amanda. Nice, Mary Beth, looking good, guys. Good, Chuck. Remember, fall out of it and come right back into it. Can you lift your leg a little higher now? Pick up through that toe, maybe open up for a half moon. If you've done that before, maybe you stay right here. Continue to pull and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Find something that's challenging for you. Hold it for one more breath. And then slowly bring your feet together and bicycle those legs out. Woo! I can do half moon so easily on this side, but I can't on the other side. That's normal. One side's always a little stronger than the other. Let's lift up and come down to the floor. Exhale, step it back, down dog. Inhale forward to your plank, or maybe just a child's pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck those toes. Down dog. One more breath. Bend your knees, inhale, exhale, come to the top. We have one more standing exercise. Inhale, reach those arms up. Palms come together, and exhale. Okay, you guys are doing great. Thumbs up. We're okay? You guys are good? Okay. Remember, I said we're going to come back to this wide-legged stance. Now that we're warm, we've been stretching, we've been working for the past 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So we're going to come back to this wide-legged stance. We're going to add that twist. Okay, so just like we were doing before. Wide-legged stance. Arms come out, inhale. Exhale, lower. So you want to push your weight back into your heels. Knees can be bent. Flat, flat back. Hold this right here. Okay, right arm is going to come down. Almost like a windmill. So what does our left arm do? We reach up. Okay, so you're going to reach for the floor and start to add that twist. Take your gaze at your hand. Maybe your hand comes to your hip. I want you to hold that right there. Hold it there. Twist in wide-legged stance. Thanks, Mary Beth. Bye. Hold it here. Big, big twist. You can bend your knees if you need to. Take your gaze up at that hand. Let's try one more breath. Inhale, take that left arm down. What happens next? Exhale, our right arm twists up. Okay? So I'm going to use my block here on this side. Twist. Okay? If you find that that's too much for your shoulders, all you do is shorten the lever. So all you do is bend your elbow and just take your hand to your hip. You're still encouraging your shoulder to open. We're just not extending our arm completely, okay? So I'm doing modified version, still getting that stretch. One more breath. Try to get your legs a little bit straighter, and then inhale, that right arm comes down. And exhale, we take our arms back up to the side, flat back, inhale, push into the heels, very slowly, slowly pull yourself up. Being mindful of that low back. And release. Woo, bring those legs together. So we're gonna do a couple of twists on the floor as well. Our first stretch though, as per request from some of you, is gonna be our pigeon pose. So let's come down onto the mat. I'll show you pigeon. And there's an alternative to pigeon if this bothers your knees. So we're gonna first take our left leg forward and right leg back. So this is our pigeon pose. We roll forward into it. We're working to get our hips and glutes. So get into your pigeon pose. If that bothers your knees, you're gonna do a figure 4 on your back, like this. Okay, so it's still, we're stretching the same muscles, just in a different way. So I'll let you guys choose. I'm gonna do pigeon. So left leg forward, that knee is bent, and that right leg is back. We're up here as we inhale, and then exhale, we just lower to our forearms, maybe onto a pillow, onto a block. And you're gonna hold here for a couple of breaths, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable. That's the point, right? You just gotta breathe into it. You don't want stretching to be painful, but it should be a little uncomfortable. That's okay. Just like our deep breaths in the beginning, do that here. And then inhale, we come back up. We have to get out of this. So if you're on your back, you can just roll over. You can just go to the other side, okay? If you're here, it's a little more challenging. Use your upper body and core. Push yourself, push that leg off the mat. Slide it back slowly. Maybe you just do a little stretch here. And then we're gonna slide our right leg forward. So right leg comes forward, bend that knee. Now your left leg is straight out, okay? Back leg's nice and straight. Your foot is flat. Inhale up. Exhale, you lower to your forearms. On this side, I don't do my block. I can get a little bit lower. Just breathe. It also sometimes helps to place a pillow or block under that hip if it's not flat on the mat, right? Just for a little extra support, that feels good too. If you're on your back, just pull your legs into your chest a little bit closer. You're almost done, guys. Take a few breaths here. As you exhale, finding a little more space in your hips. Finding a little more length in your back leg. And then inhale, press yourself up. Just be very careful here. And exhale, come on back. You can do a quick down dog if you need to, whatever. Okay, so let's come down onto our back. We got about 5 minutes left. We're just going to stretch and relax. If you have your foam roller, keep it handy. So first step we're gonna do is a spinal twist on our back. So very gently take yourself all the way down. Once we're here, let's just bring those knees into our chest and a little stretch side to side. So we should feel that we're massaging our back into the mat here. Should feel good. Making circles in one direction and then reversing those circles. So let's keep our knees nice and close to our chest, keep them bent. Open up your arms to the side. Making the letter T, we're gonna drop those knees over to the left. And look over that right shoulder for a twist. Or whichever side you wanna be first. Make sure to turn your head with it. And then be mindful of your back. Slowly bring your knees back to the center. Knees bent gives you the most support for your back. Exhale, drop to the other side. And look over the opposite arm, shoulder. Turn your head with it. Ooh, I'm tight on the side. And then slowly back to the center. Okay, so we're gonna land our foam roller to finish. If you don't have a foam roller, you can stack 3 pillows. I've tried it before. You just want it to be about the length of this traditional long foam roller, so maybe even just 2 pillows. We're just going to lift ourselves a little bit higher off the mat so we can open up the entire front side of our body. So whatever you got, and if you don't have anything, you can just lay on the mat. So if you want to sit right on the edge of that roller, I'm just going to gently lower down. Making sure that your head is relaxed or supported on the roller or on a pillow. Okay, so let's start open the arms. So I've done this many times with you guys. You probably know the drill here. We just start with arms out to the side first, making letter T. And it's great because we're elevated, so gravity can push down our arms to really get that stretch. Whereas when we're on the mat, we're flat, so we're not getting a full stretch there. So if you don't feel this, make the letter Y with your arms and bring them overhead. Okay? Or maybe you find that goalpost or that cactus arms that we did earlier, you can do that as well. If arms are overhead, you want the back of the palms to touch the floor behind you. And then last but not least, if you want to open up those hips, you can extend your legs straight out. Make sure your legs are wide for balance. I feel like you're rolling a little bit on that roller. So legs can be straight out. I like to call this starfish pose. Arms and legs extended. So hold that for a couple of breaths. Sometimes when my legs are straight out, it feels uncomfortable for my back. So feel free to bend your knees back in. And then I'll give you the option to either stay here for the last 2 minutes of class, or feel free to hop off your roller. And you can find some sort of inversion. So again, you can stay right where you're at. Or I like to use either a roller or a pillow, or I just happen to have a block. I like to come into a supportive bridge to let my hips sort of relax. If you practice a full wheelbarrow type bridge in yoga, you can go ahead and do that now. I just can't do that, so I'm not going to demonstrate, but if you have that in your practice, if you do yoga, feel free to. So inversions are just a way to sort of give our back and hips a little bit of a break, bring them a little bit higher than our heart for just a couple of minutes. You could also do legs up the wall. That's a good one too. I like the supported bridge. Keeps my hips lifted without having to strain my muscles or work them. So if whatever's comfortable for you, even if it's just a straight shavasana, a regular corpse pose. Okay. So you laid them out for me, and I cried so hard that I couldn't breathe. Tonight I'll go to sleep. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Wherever you're at. What it's like to be stuck in my head. When I looked at you. When I looked at you. I felt my grip come loose. When I looked at you. When I looked at you. I knew we couldn't undo. And slowly start to move your head from side to side. Start to wake your body back up. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Open your eyes. If you're on your roller, gently slide off. If you're on a block or a pillow, gently lift up. Move it to the side. Slowly make your way back to the floor. Gently roll over to one side. Press yourself up. Take your time, nice and slow. We'll find a comfortable seated position together. Whatever that is for you this morning. We'll end together by taking a big deep breath in, reaching those arms all the way up. Big deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Let's do it 2 more times. This time, I want you to breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Just let it all go. Do that 1 more time. Biggest deep breath. In and exhale. Just sigh it out. Bring our hands, palms together, heart center. Bow your head, close your eyes for a moment. Thank yourself for making the time to do this morning, on this beautiful Friday morning. Time where we can all come together, move our bodies, as one. And we'll open our eyes, and we'll say namaste to one another, meaning the light and energy in me sees and honors the light and energy in you. Thank you so much, as always. It's my favorite class. I love you guys. In about 10 minutes at 9:30, we have coffee talk. So if you'd like to join, stay on this line, and it's just a time to chat. Bring your coffee, give us feedback, let me know how you're doing.